Rule Britannia. Yeah. We also once tried to take the Union Jack out of the old South African flag and found it impossible because the whole flag would have fallen to pieces. I think Europe is sitting with the same problem at the moment. Well, I've always heard that democracy vomits up the worst in every nation, especially if you ask the nation what they want. No? But then, I've always said if the people lead, the government will follow, and the United Kingdom proves me right. Because David Cameron, he put his whole career on the line by saying we must stay in the Union, and he lost, so he resigned. Here in South Africa, no matter what happens to the government, no one resigns. They just giggle. No? Well, I tell you something, the headlines are very sharp, although I thought I'd just remind you, by wearing orange, that we also once had a situation where a small part of South Africa wanted to leave. I'm talking about Orania, né? The all-white enclave, daar ergens in die Noord-Kaap. Well, they're still there, and we're still here, so maybe it's not an impossible situation. My friends in London, of course, first of all, they say, well, we must take time before we leave Europe and sort ourselves out and get a new prime minister. But then my friends in Europe say, nee, wag 'n bietjie. You decided to go Great Britain. You can wait. Stand in the queue. We've got more important things to look after. We must look after the cows in Romania. They've got hoof and claw disease. We must look after the small little grapefruits being grown in Latvia. They are too small to pass. You can wait. We'll get to you in 2036. Oh, my gids. I just look into the future and I think to myself, what is it going to look like in a few years' time? When the Republic of Ireland and the Northern Irish actually get together because they both belong to the European Union. They will wave at the independent Scots across the heads of the cross Welsh who decided to leave the Union. And the rest of the great British Empire, the rest of Great Britain, sis toch, they'll be so lonely like Orania, lost and maybe even forgotten. They can join the African Union because most of us in Africa remember the days when we were under the thumb of the British Empire. And then the excitement ahead, Donald Trump in the White House and Boris Johnson in 10 Downing Street. And you know, they both share the same hairdresser with Angela Merkel. Well, the Sunday Independent today puts it all in a nutshell. Poll, referendum on Zuma. The 3rd of August, our municipal election, our referendum. Does he remain or does he leave? South Africa, it's over to you.
Evita, Evita, and you know what we mean. Evita, Evita, always on the scene. Evita, Poseidon, oh, Evita should be queen.